How nice is that? Welcome back to the vlog, guys. Another one today. Apologies for the lack of content. We've not really been filming too much, but you know, a lot's been happening in the background. So we thought we'd just make a video just to do a quick update on how we're doing, how everything else is doing, how the animals are. Follow us along and we'll show you. One of the things that we've done is bought a couple of these flower plants, and ever since we put them in, we get loads of nice butterflies coming to land on the flowers. We've got one here and one at the other end. It's just to make it brighter. These bushes are coming back. Obviously we had the goats in here, so they were torn down. The flowers are starting to come back on these bushes now. This one, everyone was saying to move next to the wall, which we might still do. We just haven't got round to it yet, but just letting it grow out at the moment. And then this one got hammered. We thought it almost died, but there's a few flowers coming back now. Henry's doing fine, aren't you, Henry? Hey?
He's a menace.
He's getting a lot bigger now.
He's got a good life on the farm, haven't you, Hey?
You're a farm dog now, aren't you? Hey? Hey, Henry.
Loves it.
He stays out here now. We'll leave him outside.
He's outgrown indoors already. He's chewing the kids' toys up, so he prefers it outside.
He's pretty tame now. We go out, he'll just sit on the front porch.
Wait.
Oh yeah, this is what's... We had some chicks in a few videos ago. So we showed my uncle's chickens. They're fighting chickens, and they had some chicks. Now the first batch, I think they got killed, didn't they? Or they all died.
To the elements, I think.
I think the
ants and water, and the mum just lost them. I think they were following the mum and then they got lost.
They either got lost or they got killed. I think they got killed by the red ants.
Or any predator, really, isn't there? There's quite a lot that can get them if they end up on their own.
Yeah. But she's hatched. Here she is. Look, she don't like us at the moment because we've had to separate her just for the safety of these chicks. Oh, she's going mad.
She's got 8.
So she's got 8 of these chicks now. We separated them, put them in this little basket, and we give them a bit of food, but she won't leave their side, and she hates it when we come near.
She's very protective, but we want to try and raise these ones. Okay. We're going to do our best to look after them this time.
Yeah, well, we're just trying to keep them alive until you can fend for themselves. Yeah. At this stage, you need to separate them. She hates it, the mother, but...
She gets fed here too, though. We do look after her. She's just not allowed her chicks.
But yeah, got new chicks.
Another thing we've been busy with is Mallory turns 3 this week. It's her birthday, so we've been getting some things ordered for her. We've got a trampoline and a little slide. Because her and Kaya are so close in age, it's best to get things that they can share and they can both use. Otherwise, they'll just fight, and it's not fair. And then it helps them come out in the garden a lot more, doesn't it? We wanted to get them some more things for the garden, so they can be outside a lot more. It's no fun being cooped up all the time. So got them there, so we've got them a water table coming, and we're going to go away for a few days, aren't we? For her birthday.
We've got a busy few days coming up.
Yeah.
I've got a little event that I'm going to in Bangkok.
Just for the evening.
Just for the evening. And then after that we're going to go... We're booked into a hotel in Pattaya, just so the kids can
have a day at the swimming pool and
just swim around and relax.
Have some time out for a bit, enjoy Mallory's birthday.
Have some nice food. But yeah, busy few days, and then after we get back, we've got a visitor coming to the farm. Subscribers coming to see us, see the farm. We are busy, we just not filmed a lot of content.
Trying to get some farm maintenance done, so it's like a bit better for people to come and look at, get the grass trimmed. And some people may be very happy with this, but we've gravelled the driveway, so there you go.
Let's go, we'll show you. Here it is. From the gravel that we had left, we just spreaded it out across the driveway, so it's not so muddy anymore. Me and Camilla were busy digging, wheelbarrow and everything, shovels.
I was going to say it's not the best, but we used our hands. Well, I was scraping gravel into a bucket with my bare hands and shoveling it. It's hard work.
Oh, you know, it does the job. Like when you come up onto the drive, it don't look that bad.
Well, it's dry, isn't it, the main thing? All this was puddles when we were doing it. It's dry now, so...
We've just covered this bit so the car can park and it's not as muddy when it rains.
We hope it stops the weeds coming through eventually as well.
We've covered the weeds and the grass, so hopefully it kills it off. That's one thing that we've been up to.
We should film all this really, but when you just get stuck in, you forget to.
You just want to get the job done half the time. So we do forget to film a lot of these things, but it's just general farm work, general maintenance. But here's a bit of maintenance. This is like our little vegetable patch that we have going on. This is our beloved grapau tree. We've just cleared all the weeds away from it. As you can see, all the grass surrounding it was covered in weeds, so we just de-weeded it and just cleared the area. Same for the banana trees and the papaya trees.
It's the vines mostly. As soon as the vine gets onto a tree, it just attacks it and it goes mad, doesn't it?
Wraps around it and kills it all. But we've planted a few trees though. We've come over here. Right here we've got a couple of avocado plants.
Do you remember what it is in Thai?
Avocado. Easy that one. Easy. There we go. Avocado plant in the ground now. And over here, well, this still needs trimming, but I think we're going to move the goats. Well, we have moved the goats, but they just sat down by the pig pen.
They're just having a break.
Just this little bit here that needs trimming. Over here we've got the miracle berry plant. Here we are. We just planted it now. So yeah, we've been doing a bit of planting.
We've still got a few more to plant, but we need to de-weed it all and churn the ground up a bit first to get to that eventually.
What else? What else?
Papaya, got jackfruit.
Trees are doing well. They're coming back. They're growing nicely. Just these little vines. You think you kill them off, but they just come back. Let's go up here. Here's Patch and Coffee. Hello. What are you guys doing, eh? Chilling under the shade. Right, Patch. Hey. Hi, Coffee. They're just chilling. They're just next to the pig pen here. Let's have a look. Here they are. Pepper and George.
Come on then.
Hello.
It's okay. Come on then.
They're getting quite used to us now. Obviously, any sort of movement, they're a bit skittish, but
and the fact that I didn't have food this time.
They're getting used to us now. That's good. Patch and Coffee have been demolishing me mango trees. Look, no leaves on it now. Let them out here because I've trimmed the grass. They got no grass to eat here. So here I trimmed the other day. It's growing back a bit now, but I trimmed this part and this part.
And we just didn't move them, did we? We didn't think at the time, and then came out and the tree was demolished.
And Patch and Coffee demolished it. Here we have one that they've not been able to reach. This is growing fine. But then there's a couple down here.
The middle section, they're all brilliant.
That's pretty much dead now. And this one got no leaves as well. And that one on the end. They've demolished me fruit trees. For the middle section, we've got one there, one there, one there, one there, and one on the end there. So they're doing fine. Patch and Coffee hasn't been able to reach them yet. But yeah, we just got that one, last one standing on this side. We need to just be careful where we put them.
And we built a little mini Stonehenge, if you saw just then.
Take you to this flower bed. Let's go show you. Okay, so we've taken inspiration from Life in Thailand, Ben. So we've seen that he made some flower beds using some bricks. He had a few left over. So we just made a little rectangle shaped flower bed here. And we've thrown a few seeds down. We had dill and morning glory. So here, as you can see, the morning glory have come up quite nice now. Maybe in a couple of weeks we might be able to harvest it for our own consumption and maybe for the chickens to eat. And the dill has been coming up. I don't know if you can see on camera or not. There's like little speckles that's coming up now, look.
We also planted a couple of grapau in here as well, didn't we?
Yeah, so we've been trying to propagate some grapau bushes, so we've just got little cuttings, and that one's doing really well. And this one's doing quite well as well. Yeah, from our main bush, just so we can have more of it. But yeah, we were going to take Isan Drew's idea, but he had about, I don't know, 5 or 6 workmen doing it for him.
Yeah, it'd take us weeks, wouldn't it, by ourselves?
Yeah,
so quite tricky.
But I like this idea though. We got loads of bricks left, so
yeah,
we might do a few more and plant a few other things as well.
The plan is to have this whole bit as veg, mostly for the chickens.
Yeah.
Also, whatever's left we can have ourselves. So we'll get round to it eventually, little by little. Hey.
But yeah, we have been up to a few things, you know. Things like this. It might not look a lot, but you know, to put the bricks in, you have to dig all the mud around it, make sure it's kind of level. Muddle up the mud just so you can sprinkle some seeds down. Sprinkle the seeds down, water it. You know, it probably take you a good few hours.
And it's hot.
It took us a good few hours,
yeah.
You know, it was hot as well. So yeah, like you see, I've trimmed all here and here. It's just this back bit that I need to do now. Oh yeah, and the pathway is getting a bit overgrown, so I might trim that. Well, that shouldn't take me too long.
No, because we're leaving the other side because his uncle's just planted a few things as well, his side. So
yeah, so I don't know what's vegetable and what's
we'll
not.
Leave that until he wants to do it.
But yeah, these trees over here, look, new growth and everything. They're doing fantastic, these mango trees over here. Hatching coffee, have not been able to get to them. Nice bushy trees now. This one needs a longer bamboo stick, but it's doing well.
And don't be concerned if you can see the trench because we've emptied it now.
Yeah, so this trench, well, both the trenches.
Yeah. The far side one that we're actually keeping with catfish in, that's fine, that's still full of fish, but these two are empty now.
So this one was full of tilapia, if you remember. We put 2,000 tilapia in, but we just had enough, so we moved the tilapia into this side, and then we've had enough as well. We've netted all the fish out. We're just letting it go dry now, and you know, once the sun comes back out and everything's dry again, we might get a truck full of dirt and just fill them all in and just get rid of the trenches altogether. But yeah, we're just letting them go dry now, so we net all the fish out to put it in the big pond. But let's have a look at the chickens. I'll take you to the chickens now. I always think they're going to get fed. Yeah, the chickens are doing well. We collected not too long ago, but they're still laying little bits. But yeah, here they are. We made a couple of roosts for them now. So just an A-frame with a few bamboo sticks going across. DIY, probably not our strongest point, but we try. We've got one over there as well. It's good enough. We've got a couple of ladders, one here, one there. But this will hold, you know, a good 20 chickens, 30 chickens if they're all on it. Here are the roosters that we got from Les, one of our subscribers. We got a nice big cockerel here, and then we've got 3 juveniles, so they're not quite ready yet. But there's one here and 2 here, and we've separated them because they were getting bullied. This one was getting pecked to death. As you can see the top of his head, he's got no feathers, but yeah, he was just getting bullied. Just separating them for now until they get used to it. What else have we been doing? Oh yeah, we put a hen in there. She did lay an egg this morning, but we're not sure if it'd be fertilised yet, so we did collect the egg.
When we get back from our little trip away, we're going to start leaving the eggs in there and let her do her thing. She's sort of like the alpha male hen, isn't she? She's the bully, she's the healthiest, so we figured chuck her in there.
She's the liveliest hen. Yeah, we put her in there and hopefully she fertilises some eggs.
Try our hand at some breeding, because that'll be our plans later down the line, won't it?
You want to breed and expand, don't we?
And these will eventually get to the age where they stop laying and need to be sold for meat. If we can start and get good at it, then all good.
We need to be a step ahead, don't we? So anything to get a step ahead, we're down for. This box has been doing great. This is probably one of our best nesting box here. Just a bit of furniture, you know, storage, cupboard or whatever you call it. And we just laid it down, and they've been going in there nesting. So that's been doing really well. These not so much, not as well as we thought. We still get a lot of eggs in them, but not as good as we thought. Yeah, that's our chickens. They're doing well, they're clucking away.
We might need to take those nesting boxes out and just fine tune it a little bit. Change the mesh, maybe change the height and the darkness and stuff.
I think we just need to cover a bit more around it, just so they're a bit more private. But that's the chickens. Your chickens are happy, they're doing well. Bright red, what do you call it now? What are these called here? Top of the head. If you know, let me know. I should know, I'm a chicken farmer now. But I know that if it's bright red, they're nice, healthy and ready to lay.
Another one in there, look. Another 2.
There's a couple in there.
That's alright.
But we did collect like not long ago, just before we filmed this video. So they're still laying. Here we have the little feed set up here. Obviously we got our ingredients, which is the normal pellets, which we put in here. This is what you buy in the bag. We've got rice husk, crushed shells, and a bag of corn. We've got 6 tubs on the go, so it's 3 days of fermenting. What we've been doing is feeding the black tubs in the morning and the white tubs in the evening. That's 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. And then after we feed, we fill it back up, so the next time we use it, it'll be 3 days. Yeah, it just gives it enough time to ferment
Slightly bigger, so they've got more of a feed in the morning. That's our plan, wasn't it? Give them the
Yeah.
bigger feed in the morning, and then some shredded whatever in the afternoon.
In the afternoon we get banana stems, banana leaves, hyacinth, whatever we can find, we'll throw it into the blender, mix it with a bit of corn and a bit of feed, and that's it. You know, they have that in the afternoon, but morning and in the evenings they're having this fermented feed. It's been going well.
They're enjoying it.
Definitely eating it. As soon as we go in there with a tray, they go mad for it, don't
You
they?
can see once they've had enough, because they go and perch and there's still loads left in the tray, so they're just eating until they're full, which is what we want. It's good, isn't it?
But it's really good though. If you highly recommend it, like we said in the last video. If you're thinking of keeping chickens and you need to save cost, your feed probably comes up to about here. After you fill it with water and leave it to ferment, it rises up to here once it absorbs all the mixture, and it's just a gloopy mixture.
But it has literally halved our costs, hasn't it?
It's
Literally halved it.
halved it, yeah. Anything to save money, which is good.
It's worth it.
I'll take you to the fish now and show you how the fish are doing. They're all in the pond now, so it's easy. Here's the fish, here's the pond. Just chucked a bit of food in, so they're starting to come up now. But yeah, they're doing great still. Look, there's a big catfish there just popping up. Not too sure what you're going to see on camera. It's a bit murky today, so a bit hard to see. But you can see him splashing about. You know.
We have some people say that the growth is stagnant in here, don't we? Most
Yeah.
definitely isn't.
People say, oh, you got too many fish in the pond. They won't grow, or
There'll be little to no growth. It'll be stagnant. But we only put these in when? Middle of June?
they're almost ready to sell. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
In like 4 or 5 months. We hoped by Christmas that was our aim, but if we need to leave them a bit longer, then so be it.
You're talking now probably half a kilo of catfish now in here, and they're
That's
still
the
growing.
average. There's some bigger than that as well, isn't there?
If you watched a couple of videos ago, we caught one that was massive. Anyone that tells you that fish, there's too many fish in a pond, tell them to get lost. Because I've seen fish in a little rice field with not much water, massive. So how do they get so big? You know what I mean? So all these experts online just do my head in.
There's always someone that knows best and whatever. We'll take advice on board, but we're learning as we go along, aren't we? Doing our thing.
Yeah, we're always up for advice, you know what I mean? It might be true, but
Yeah.
as
never
far as we
know.
can see, the fish are doing fine and they're growing fine, so they're big enough where we're happy enough, you know,
Yeah.
where we're able to sell them soon.
The plan is to expand, either extend this pond or build another one anyway. For now, we're just experimenting with what's in here and go from there, because we've not even harvested and sold them yet, so we don't even know how that process works. So we'll start with this and then go from there. But so far, so good, I think.
Well, when the time's right, we go big on the fish, big on the chickens, and you know, we make a proper go of it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's no point of us being out here. What are we doing if we're not going to go big and try and make a proper living out of it?
Oh yeah, that was the plan, wasn't it? This
Yeah.
is how we wanted to make money. We could quite easily send you to work if you wanted to. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? You could get a job, but this is how we wanted to live.
We chose this lifestyle, didn't we? I mean, we could have easily rented a condo in Bangkok and
You could got office job,
got an office job, and
whatever.
oh, I got up way too fast. Jesus Christ.
It's hot today.
I might fall into the pond.
I'm not coming in there to get you. No way.
Well, this is how the pond's doing. It's a bit green and murky at the moment. It's been quite sunny. We've not had much rain. I'm hoping it'll clear up, not too. Maybe a week or so it'll start clearing up.
If there wasn't any fish in there, I'd be straight in that pond. I don't care how it looks. It looks like I'd love to take a nice dip, cool down.
I'd like to do lengths in this pond, but
Way too deep and way too many fish. No thanks.
oh, there's a snake in there. Little water snake, tiny little one. Wait till he comes back up. I just seen him.
It's funny you say that, because when I come here to get water, I hear something like slithering. You're going to think I'm crazy. You don't ever believe me when I tell you this. But it's always,
Called fish.
no, because it comes from the bank.
Mm.
It's a snake, I'm telling you. And you've just seen it, so.
Seen a little one.
Every time we get close to the pond, I always think crocodile's going to come out.
There's no crocodiles in here.
How do you know? You don't know.
Where's that snake gone? I want to see it now.
I don't.
It's only a little snake.
But I
little
did see
water
a
snake.
massive snake.
There he is. His head's over there
Where?
on the other end of the pond.
I have to walk around. I did see a massive snake the other day though. Biggest one I've ever seen on the farm. Nat still doesn't believe me, but
Yeah, every time she says, "Oh, there's a snake," I'll go over and it's not a snake.
But this time you didn't come over and it was huge.
It's miles away. No. It's not even a snake. It's a bloody leaf.
See, you're the crazy one.
Where is he? Right, I'm gonna shut this off. I'm gonna sit out here and wait for the snake to pop his head back up, just to show you. I can't see the snake.
There wasn't a snake.
But if it comes, I'll show you. It's only a little tiny one. Anyway, it's gone.
It's a massive pond.
I reckon it's in between the weeds over there. Henry! Come on, Henry! Here he comes. A farm dog, aren't you, hey? There's his mum. Trying to growls at him. Henry! Come here, boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. We're coming up to almost a year on YouTube now. We started our channel end of November last year. So at the end of this month, our YouTube channel will be officially a year old. It's crazy to think. I'm thinking about it. When we started the YouTube channel, I was still working a normal job back in England, 9 to 5, going to and from Wigan into Manchester.
November was literally the turning point, wasn't it? Because it was the plan originally was to apply for a mortgage in November, and then the rates and everything went up and it just seemed so out of reach, and we said, screw it, should we just move then? Let's go to Thailand, let's give it a try.
Yeah.
Started a YouTube channel and that was it. Flights were booked in January for May. We said go for it.
So basically we started the YouTube channel as soon as we pretty much confirmed to ourselves, all right, we're moving, it's for definite, you know. And we just started it to document the journey, and thinking about it now a year later and we're here, you know what I mean? Like we live on a nice farm, we've got animals, we've got goats, pigs, got dogs dotting about, lots of fish, hundreds of chickens, and out here now we're actually living the life.
Obviously you're going to get a lot of people that say, oh, you won't last 6 months, you can't do it. Now that we've got past 6 months and we've done a whole year on YouTube, you feel so good about yourselves, do you know what I mean? We're happier than ever, aren't we?
I mean, look at the life we have, you know what I mean? Like, we're out here. Just look, I'll do a 360. You don't get this back at home in England. You just can't get that, you know what I mean? So it's crazy to think.
And it's satisfying as well. Like, we've worked hard and I feel like we've done a lot. Like, have a 9 to 5 in England and you'd work hard, but when you see your progress like this, it's different, isn't it?
Really, we've only been here, what, 6 months? Coming up to 6 months maybe. And really, work started on the farm maybe for 5 months ago. And all this, apart from the houses, everything else was just mud. And to see it transform, you know, a whole new building with loads of animals, got 2 goats, got a dog running around, got trees planted. We've got fish in the trenches, in the pond. It's a lot that's happened in a short space of time. You know, you don't think it when you're living here, but like when you oversee the big picture, you know, a lot has happened in a short period of time.
It's like we're literally only saying it the other day, weren't we? Like, we've had the trenches dug and almost scrapped in no time whatsoever. Yeah. We started with 100 chickens and now we've got this. Like,
we're probably going to expand on it as well. So. Like this, we'll just pull out, we'll just add rooms, and we've got the whole of this length to go. Yeah, we can get a lot more chickens fitted in this and the more we have, space.
The more we can start letting them out to roam, because I don't think they'd wander off anyway. It's safety in numbers, isn't it?
No, well, if time and money is on our side, then we might fence off the whole land.
I'd like to do that, but
you know, it's a lot of land to fence off, and it's a lot of money to put down when we don't really have to, you know what I mean? Yeah. So eventually we'll probably fence it off and just have it as like a free range farm. Obviously we have to keep the pigs separated. The dogs are fine with the chickens, you know, these 2 are fine, and Henry, goats are fine, and Henry, we're teaching him to leave the chickens alone.
If anything, he runs in there and he just wants their food. He's not bothered about the chickens. He loves it, doesn't he?
And to think that our channel has grown, you know, so much in a short space of time as well, because really you didn't really grow up until we moved out here. It was still slow.
We had a big push from Pete at Irish Times though. We appreciate that interview.
Yeah. And I don't know when this video is going out, but I'll meet Pete in person soon, so I'll be happy about that. Get to have a Guinness with Pete. That really gave us a push, and some of you probably came from Pete's channel, so and stuck around, which we appreciate.
It's really heartwarming to know that people actually enjoy what we do, because we enjoy it, don't we? So it's nice that other people.
We don't do nothing special. We just do a bit of farm work. Sometimes I film it, sometimes I don't.
Normal family, just in a different setting.
But I have been looking at the numbers. We're almost at 5,000 subscribers, so we can just get a final push. And if
that'd be a great Christmas present.
If we get to 5,000 subscribers before Christmas, then that would be great, because that's 1 year on YouTube, and to get to 5k subscribers is pretty. It's
a big milestone, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a pretty big milestone, and helps us out a lot as well.
And we appreciate it.
If you haven't already, like, subscribe, usual jazz, and we'll see you on the next one.